Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Canadian Blue Jays. We are all Canadian in the Toronto Blue Jays organisation and it's going better than I was anticipating. We're not the worst team in baseball, far from it. There's quite a few teams that are worse than us and yeah, we're 11 games off the top of the division, only a couple of games back of the Red Sox and the Yankees, so it could definitely be going worse. Now today we're going to have a game against the Brewers, who themselves are just short of 500, so it's not a completely unwinnable game, I would say. But let's have a bit of a deep dive into exactly how we've been going. If we go and have a look at pitching stats to start with, as anticipated, the pitching is the big struggle. Now, there's two names here that you'll notice. James Paxton has joined us, as has Mike Soroka. We just had to wait for them to get off their injury list, basically, to be able to come in. Now, Paxton, you will notice his ERA is shocking. He's not had a good start. Neither has Soroka. The star has actually been Carl Quantrill, who has been brilliant. ERA of 290. So far this season, and he's one of the only pitchers, if not the only pitcher, that has a winning record, 5-2. So yeah, he is without a doubt the star. Now the star of last game, Matt Brash, he has been moved to a closer. Now a reminder, I set the roster. The manager is doing everything else. Now we have had a change of manager and some coaching staff as well. We'll get to that momentarily. But yeah, he has been moved to a closer, which is not what I would have done, if I'm completely honest, but it's what's happened. And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit annoying, actually. I'm tempted to take over, but anyway, that's not really the point of this series, is it? But yeah, there you go. You'll see ERAs are quite high on the most part, but there is enough to suggest that we could mould this into something. Maybe not this season, but if we do go on beyond this season, then perhaps down the line we could mould it into something. Now, if we go and have a look at the hitting side of things, and again, there is one or two changes here. The new name is Charles LeBlanc. He has come in because of injuries, and for the most part, I've just kind of left this as it is to to take care of itself. You'll see we've got a few knocks around just now, but the batting averages, they're not bad, are they? Now, Tyler O'Neill is going to be the disappointing one. He should be doing better than he is. But outside of that, I mean, Vlad, you'd expect more from him as well. But outside of that, it's, as I say, it's not going too bad. LeBlanc has come in and actually done quite well, even though he has a negative WAR. You can see, though, from the OPS plus, we've got a few guys above 100, which is fine. This is season one of a completely new strategy, and well, it's not going too badly. Now, I did mention we've had a change of manager and some coaching staff changes as well. So these are all the names if you want to have a quick familiarization there. I've not bothered going for Canadian coaches. That is a little bit too much of a challenge, I think. So the new manager is Scott Austin. Now, I said I wanted to try and get guys in that were going to help us develop players, and this is something that this guy can do. He's nothing if not a developing coach. So maybe not actually Hamilton isn't that good, but he does influence mechanics. He teaches every other part of the game quite well. So yeah, I think he is good. Maybe one issue that could be a problem is actually how he manages a game. But right now, that is the least of our concerns, if I'm honest. So our new pitching coach, we saw him last episode, is an Australian. He is, again, good at teaching pitching. He influences mechanics and handles development okay, as well as handling aging, which is good for major leagues, obviously. The hitting coach, another new one, legendary, teaching it, handles development very well, and also influences mechanics. So hopefully we'll get a couple of attributes increases through him. And then we've plucked a first base coach out of the farm system. He's very, very solid again at developing players, which is what we need to be doing. And then if we dip down into the farm system, we've got a pitching coach here, handles development and influences mechanics well, as well. I mean, he's not bad at doing some other stuff there as well, but we are just about, his actual teaching of pitching isn't great, but I'm more interested in, can he develop and influence the mechanics, which is, I believe, how you get sort of pitchers that sort of suddenly come good, and we'll just hope that he can do that for us. And our AAA hitting coach, another one that he could easily be the major league hitting coach, doesn't have the best reputation, but again, development, mechanics and teaching hitting, all very, very good indeed. Now, if we're just going to have a quick look at the schedule, I've not really been playing the games. I've just been sort of simming through a week at a time and seeing what changes we need to make. We got off to a bit of a rough start. We didn't win a game until the 8th of April, and even then we lost the next two. But we won a series against Detroit. We won a series against Houston in Houston, and a series in New York as well. So that's all starting to look up. And you'll notice here's a few extra innings losses as well. I think we're a little bit of a team that doesn't really have the big moments, I don't think. A really good win there against Seattle. If we go over to May, and again, you can see here we're just maybe some players starting to get used to winning. A couple of extra inning wins there. An extra inning win versus Atlanta, which is a good scalp for us to get. Swept by the Yankees, which was disappointing. Or actually, no, it was a 4-game series, but only won 1 of 4 at home, which is disappointing. But yeah, there's a few green patches coming in here and there. Look at this little stretch here. We won 4 of 7, is that 4 of 6. So that's a good little run to go on, and it brings us over to June, which is where we are now, and we are about to face Milwaukee. So let's go and have a look at the lineups as we go and take on the who are they called, the Brewers. On your feet, Toronto, as tonight's starting lineup takes the field. At first base, it's Freddie Freeman. At second base, it's Charles LeBlanc. At third base, it's Vladimir Guerrero. At shortstop, it's Otto Lopez. In left field, it's Tyler O'Neill. In center field, it's David Calabrese. In right field, it's Josh Naylor. The hitter tonight is Joey Votto. The catcher is Andy Yersey. And tonight's starting pitcher is Carl Quantrill. Now, if you want to go have a bit of a longer look at all those stats, it's all on the Discord. Link to it down below. I post everything there. But this is the team. We've got Otto Lopez with his knock leading us off at shortstop. Josh Naylor will be batting second in right field. Freddie Freeman is at first base and bats 3. Vlad at third cleans up. O'Neill, the left fielder, bats 5. Votto doesn't hit a bat 6. He's actually 13 home runs, done very, very well. LeBlanc, the second baseman for this one, he bats 7. Yersey is going to be the catcher. He bats 8. Calabrese, the center fielder, bats 9. And Carl Quantrill is the pitcher. As I said, he's been the star of our starting rotation. A 5.2 record, ERA of 2.90, a whip of 1.21. Now he's up against Corbin Burns, who has a 4.4 record, an ERA of 5.31, and a whip of 1.35. So although the game is saying that they win the pitching duel, perhaps that's not the case. And they're not the strongest hitting side either. So this could be an interesting game for us. So welcome to Sky Dome for the first time, I believe, Whit Merrifield, who we traded to, we're getting straight into it, traded to, who are they, the Brewers, and it's a very, very easy play to start things off there for Quantrill, is how I think you would pronounce it, though I'm not quite sure. Quantrill? It must be something like that. Anyway, Garrett Mitchell will come in batting 298 for them, a 1-0 pitch, and a ball into left field that will drop in for a single. So 1 out, runner at first now. It is William Contreras to the plate, batting 245 this season. First pitch swing, and we just don't have the arm behind the plate, do we? So runner goes to second now. A full count. Quantrill gets a strikeout for 2 away. And let's see what we can do now. Rowdy Tellez, formerly of the Jays, batting 251. And he's slapped that into left field. It looks as though O'Neill is there, has it covered. And that'll end the top of the first. Just the one hit for the Brewers. And Otto Lopez to lead us off, batting 252. It's a 2-2 pitch. And he swings and trots off back to the dugout. Bringing up Josh Naylor, batting 306. Having a very good start to the season as he pops up an 0-1 into center field. That will be the second out, bringing Freddie Freeman in. Batting 314, doing everything we'd hope and dream he could. It's a full count, and he draws the walk. So 1 on, 2 out for Vlad Jr., batting 273. A 2-2, and Vlad watches it and will take a seat. It is Willie Adams to lead them off, batting 226. It's a 0-1 pitch. It's a ground ball. Otto Lopez has it over to first. Freeman makes the play. And that is 1 down. Jesse Winkler comes in now, batting .259 for them. A 2-2 pitch. And that is down the first base line, past Freeman, all the way to the right field fence. And it will be a 1-out double as Naylor gets it in. And we will have Luis Urias to the plate, batting .231. It's a full count. It is a ground ball. Lopez has it. Can he make the play at first? Yes, he can. Runner stays at second as well. And that is now 2 down for Christian Yelich. I thought he was a lot better than that. He's probably old by now, isn't he? As he strikes out to end at the top of the second. So still scoreless. As Tyler O'Neill, in a slump, only batting .206, will lead us off. And that is sliced away into right field, who doesn't have to move for 1 away. Joey Votto. If O'Neill's been a disappointment, Votto, I think, has been the surprise. But he strikes out on 3 pitches. That is 2 down for Charles LeBlanc, batting .297 since his call-up from AAA. And he has grounded that to third base. And that will do it for the inning. We've got Bryce Turang even, batting .265 coming in now. A 3-1 pitch and a lead-off walk. I meant to actually show you the farm system and who we have. There is some players that are starting to develop as we get a double play. Excellent work from the middle infield there. And Mitchell will now come in, who is 1 for 1 today. It is a 2-1 pitch. It is sliced into left field. It will drop in and it will be a 2-out single for the Brewers. In comes Contreras now, 0 for 1 today. First pitch swing. There goes the runner and we just don't have an arm. Yerzy is perhaps not quite major league quality back there. A 2-2 pitch, and there is a strikeout to end the top of the third. Still scoreless, although at least they've had hits, I suppose. And Yerzy will now lead us off, batting .283 this season. A 1-1 pitch. He grounds it to the second baseman. Will be out at first, and that will be 1 away. David Calabrese now, batting .219. A 1-1 pitch, and Calabrese grounds it even to the shortstop, 2 down. Back to the top of the order for Otto Lopez, who is 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. Lopez strikes out, and we are still hitless going into the fourth. Quantrell Teles, who is 0 for 1. First pitch, swing, ground ball. Otto, no, who's at second base? It's LeBlanc, isn't it? And that is 1 away. Willie Adams comes back in, 0 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch. And a strikeout for 2 down. Jesse Winkler, who is 1 for 1. A full count, 2 out, no one on. Can we sit him down? End the inning? No, well, we can, because Freeman fields it. Goes to his base, and that'll end the fourth. In comes Naylor to lead off the bottom of the inning. It's a 1-1. What can he do? Naylor grounds it to the second baseman. We just can't get it out of the infield right now. And that is 1 away. Freddie Freeman, who walked, our only base runner last time up. A 2-2 this time. Freeman grounds it to the first baseman. 2 down. In will come Vlad, who is 0 for 1. Another 2-2 pitch. Vlad hits it this time, but will be out at first. And through 4 innings here at the Sky Dome, it is 0-0. 3 hits for the Brewers. Absolutely nothing for the Jays. Urias is 0 for 1. Will come back in. It's a 2-2 pitch. It's a strikeout. And Quantrill is really looking the business, isn't he? It is Christian Yelich now, who is 0 for 1 today. A full count. And a walk to give the Brewers a base runner. Turang comes in, who must have walked last time up. First pitch. Gets away from the catcher. Yelich will go to second with 1 away. 2-2. We would love a strikeout to get to 2 down. We're not going to get it. It's sliced away. It's a good catch out there, though, by O'Neill. So we do have 2 down with the runner at second. Merrifield to the plate, who is 0 for 2. It's a 2-1. It's a ground ball. LeBlanc has it. Should be out at first. It is. Top of the 5th. Still scoreless. Into the bottom we go. It is O'Neill. 0 for 1. It's a 1-0 pitch. Tyler O'Neill gets it through the infield into left field for a leadoff single. Our first hit of the game. And Joey Votto now, who is 0 for 1. First pitch. They're looking to pick him off, but thankfully he's awake. A 2-2. Votto strikes out, 1 away. In now comes LeBlanc, 0 for 1. There it goes. Oh, they've got away. And eventually we go over to second with a bit of a comedy of errors. And LeBlanc, can he drive in a run? It's an 0-2 pitch. LeBlanc strikes out, 2 away. It's up to Andre Jersey, the catcher. Always went to call him the goalkeeper then. And they've walked him. They don't respect you, Calabrese. They don't respect you, mate. Make him pay. First pitch swing. What can he do? Calabrese into left field. Is it going to drop in? No. And that'll do it for the 5th. Still scoreless. Mitchell to lead them off. 2 for 2. It'd be nice if we could get him out for once. Full count. Strike. Go and take a seat, mate. 1 down. Contreras, who's 0 for 2. It is a 3-1 pitch. It is a little dribbler in front of the plate. Jersey has it. Over to first. 2 down. Rowdy Tellez now 0 for 2. It's an 0-1 pitch. And Tellez has absolutely crushed it. It's 1-0 to the Brewers. And that's all a little bit disappointing, isn't it? His 14th of the season. 424 feet. And the Jays fans go quiet. We haven't looked like getting a run, so with the bullpen to come, that is a bit of a blow, you've got to say. Adams even. 3-1 pitch. He grounds it to the third baseman. Vlad over to Freeman. Ends the 6th, but not before the Brewers smash themselves into a lead. Lopez will lead us off. He is 0 for 2 today. It is a 1-2 pitch. He grounds it to the second baseman, 1 away. In comes Naylor now, 0 for 2. It's a full count. Can he get himself on base here? Into left field. It's not quite deep enough, and it is 2 away. In comes Freeman, 0 for 1 with a walk. It's a 2-2 pitch, and Freeman lines it. Oh, it gets through the shortstop. So Freeman has himself a 2-out single. Can Vlad get something going for us here now? He's 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. Vlad grounds it to the shortstop. It would have been a double play, but they only needed 1. So we go to the 7th. 1 run down, and Zach Pop will come onto the mound. A really good outing again from Quantrill. 6 inning, 1 earned run. Let's see if the bullpen can do anything here. ERA of just a smidge over 6 so far this season. And we start things off 1 pitch, 1 hit. So a runner at first for Uris, who is 0 for 2. A 2-1, and that is into left field. 2 batters, 2 hits. Runners at first and second with no one away, and it's just taking a familiar scene here, isn't it? Pop's actually got a 3-0 record this season, but that's about to go, isn't it? Well, actually, he won't have a loss here because we're already behind. As there is another base hit. Runners will stay where they are, but bases loaded with no one out. Can you tell the bullpen is on? A 2-0 pitch now on Turang. He slices it away into left field. Can we stop the run from scoring? Yes. So 1 away with loaded bases. Whit Merrifield, 0 for 3. We'd love a double play or a strikeout. It's an 0-1 pitch. It's not going to be a strikeout. Can it be a double play? It's an infield ball. No, it's not. It gets through. It drives in a run. Everybody goes around 1. So still loaded bases with 1 away. Mitchell, who is 2 for 3 to the plate. A 1-2 pitch and a strikeout for Pop. That was needed. 2 down. Now can we get Contreras and end this inning with limited damage? He's 0 for 3 is Contreras. That is into center field. Calabrese is there. Makes the catch. And you've got to say, loaded bases, none out. That could have been a lot worse than giving up 1. But let's have a stretch. So Tyler O'Neill, welcome back by the way. Tyler O'Neill will lead us off. 1 for 2 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. O'Neill will strike out. 1 away. Votto, 0 for 2. Another 2-2 pitch. Can he get himself on base here? Votto gets it into left center field. It's robbed. It's a really good catch, isn't it? It's 2 down now. LeBlanc to the plate. He is 0 for 2. It's a full count. And LeBlanc strikes out to end the 7th. So we are still 2-0 down. Tellez back to the plate. He, of course, whacked one to Mississauga last time up. This time he grounds it to the first baseman. Pop covers, 1 away. Adams to the plate, 0 for 3. It's a full count. And it is a strikeout. Gets away from the catcher, but no harm there. He's out at first. 2 down for Tyrone Taylor, who is designated hitting. He's new, isn't he? Must be a pinch hitter or something. Anyway, He's batting .222 this year. It's an 0-1 pitch. He grounds it to Vlad, and that will do it for the top of the 8th. In comes Jersey to lead us off. He is 0 for 1. I think, was there a walk in there? I can't remember now. It's 1-2 pitch. He gets tied in a knot. There's one down. Calabrese now, who is 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. Calabrese strikes out. A 10th strikeout for Burns. Or was it Burnez? Either way, it doesn't matter. It's Lopez who's 0 for 3. Can he get himself on base? It's a full count. He does draw the walk. Tying run to the plate. It's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 3. It's a 1-1 pitch. Naylor grounds it to the second baseman. And we will go to the 9th. 2-0 down. Only 2 hits all game. Matt Brash will come out of the bullpen. He's going to face Urias. It's a 1-2 pitch. I really wish we had this guy in our starting rotation. I think he's good enough, isn't he? He was brilliant against St. Louis on opening day. Starts with a strikeout. Yelich, who's 1 for 2, comes in. Another 1-2 pitch. Brash. There we go again. 2 down. Turang, who is 0 for 2. I mean, the thing is, I kind of get if he is going to be a really good closer. I kind of get that, but I just feel like he's more used to us as a good starter, and maybe putting us in a position where we can maybe win a game. But anyway, it is Devin Williams coming onto the mound for them. It's Freeman to lead us off. He is 1 for 2. If we're going to do anything here, he needs to get on base, doesn't he? It's a 3-1 pitch, and he does indeed draw a leadoff walk. Vlad, who I think has struck out twice. It's a 2-2 pitch. He's 0 for 3. Come on, Vladdy boy. Vlad Jr. And just like that, it is 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th. 345 feet, and that's what he can do. Ties us up with a swing of the bat, and now it's Tyler O'Neill to the plate. 1 for 3 tonight. An 0-1 pitch, and O'Neill grounds it to the second baseman. And that is 1 away. Joey Votto, he has the power to go deep. Could he walk us off? No, he gets tied in a knot. Strikes out for the 7th time today. It is Charles LeBlanc. 2 out, no one on. He's 0 for 3. It's a 1-1 pitch. LeBlanc grounds it to the shortstop. We are going to extra inning, which means more work for our bullpen, which is very, very concerning. Whitfield will lead them off. Brash will continue. Whitfield is 1 for 4. And Whitfield has hit that well into left centre field. Off the wall on the full. And the top of the 10th will start with a triple. So, yeah, the go-ahead run is 90 feet away and there's no one out, which is obviously disappointing. Mitchell to the plate. He is 2 for 4. It's an 0-2 pitch. Oh, and there's the go-ahead run. Why have they scored 2? That is not right. Hopefully it's not going to make a difference, but yeah, let's hope that shakes out as it should. Contreras comes in. If anybody from the developers are watching, why has it done that, please? As Brash gets another strikeout, and Rowdy Tellez now comes in. Already hit 1 home run today. It's a 1-1 pitch, and that is into center field. Calabrese is there, and it ends the 10th. We need 1, potentially 2 runs to tie it. And we'll start with Jersey, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. It's a full count. Can he get it? Oh, okay, I see. There's runners at second, isn't there? In extra inning. That is something that has... never mind. I understand completely. Not a flaw in the game, a flaw in my knowledge, which is not unusual. So, it is Calabrese. So, when Whitfield hit the triple, they would have scored 1, and I've just missed that, haven't they? So, tying run is... at the plate. We have a runner at third. It's Otto Lopez, who has not had a great day. Can he keep this game alive? He gets hit, which seems unnecessary. And so Josh Naylor with a chance to walk us off here. It's an 0-2 pitch. And he strikes out, and we've lost another one in extra inning. So there we go. We're not getting blown away, are we? We're frustrating. That is for sure. Well, at least we had the high of a Vlad Jr. home run to tie it up in the ninth. That was exciting, wasn't it? Just to give you a quick look at how the minor leagues are looking. If we go and have a look here, again, we're filtered by Canadians. You can see there is a little bit in the lower divisions. We dropped Julian down. He was really struggling at major league level. He was batting under 100, so he had to get dropped down. But there's a little bit there. We're working on trying to obviously develop players. Zingler has gone down and improved, so he's another one that's dropped down into AAA. But I'm hopeful that we're going to, over time, end up with a team that can not be the worst in baseball, which we've already kind of got, to be fair. But that'll do it for today. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We'll come back after the All-Star break. We'll be hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks, and who knows, we should have 1 or 2 All-Stars in there, and Freeman and Vlad, that's who I'm thinking. And yeah, we'll go from there. Until then, take care.